Who are you looking to see step up tonight there, Strutt?
Kylan, he does a really good job offensively. So I think that we're going to see him handling the ball a lot tonight, possibly getting some passes off. Sash Malone has also been a good player out down there on the cycling bench. So let's see what happens.
We are underway here in our second set of 4 games. Already on the attacking side is the dumpsters or whatever, recycling bins. I can never remember the waste management teams, but Kylanen will take that first goal on the poor touch from Lucky in the corner and an early lead for waste management.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate put over the box, and we try not to do that, so it was squeezed right in
there. Blaniak might have the answer off the kickoff, but a little wide. Kylanen, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do anything. Kylanen's going to have one more touch there, but can't find it on frame, and way too lucky will just bang it back downfield. Blaniak has the 50 onto the backboard. Kylanen turning it around. Red line will continue it downfield. Communist Cowboy looking for one more, but Blaniak a nice turn away on the backboard. Good catch from Kylanen, bumped away. PH will bang it away. Red line turns it off the sidewall. Dangerous bounce here. Blaniak's going to have the shot. Communist Cowboys up to the task for the save. Kylanen thinking about double committing there. A nice stop and turn to be able to get the clear. PH on the 50. He got the boost, but lost the ball. Communist Cowboy has the touch there past Blaniak, and now on the attack again off the recycling bins. Red line's going to chase this one back. Communist Cowboy another demo. Kylanen past 1. Can't get it past 2. It'll bounce high at the midfield. Kylanen a demo on the last man. An opportunity here now for the recycling bins. Communist Cowboy shot saved away by way too lucky. And now trying to carry it out, get something started for his team is Lucky. Blaniak on the backboard here, bouncing down. Anybody following? Not really. Redline's not going to have a touch because he was expecting a challenge. Kylanen a low 50. PH an opportunity here. Shot is off target. Kylanen one touch there out to the middle. A nice read there for the dunk on Lucky, and he's going to try to find something. Doesn't get the boost. One more opportunity for the touching. Cleared away by PH. We will see it go the other way a little bit at least. It's just been kind of sitting here at the midfield and finding its way up onto the blue backboard a couple times, but nothing else really going on for either of these teams quite yet. Kylanen an opportunity. Red line also there. A little bit of open up a counterattack opportunity here for the Sovereign. And we go back the other way, just like that. Ping pong, back and forth.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit of boomer ball there, HUD. They're sending it back and forth, trying each other out, especially the defense, seeing how deep they can get it. I've noticed that in this game, the mechanics are a little bit better in this one, so I'm seeing a lot more trickery kind of plays where the guys are able to make the turnarounds and things like that. So this game's shaping up to be a 1-1. So 26, 1-0 left.
Especially from Kylanen, we've seen him throwing himself around at some of these balls, just getting great touches. Great speed from PH there, beating the defense. 1-1 tie now. A great read from him here. Communist Cowboy just hesitates a little bit too much, and PH takes advantage.
Yeah, it's one of them unfortunate things where you're trying to read it, and the ball camera's coming in, and the defender's able to slip in there and squeeze it home. 1-1, 2:18 left.
Red line gets the win pass there on the kickoff, but demoed for his efforts by Blaniak. Kylanen can't find the 50. It'll be past Communist Cowboy, but Red line's there to back him up. Way too lucky, slowing it down a little bit, but not getting a great clear. I was waiting to see Kylanen come streaking in there, and he did not let me down. Red line 50s that one away, but it'll be still with the blue team. PH 10 boost off the backboard, looking for one more off the ceiling. Almost found it, but way to stand up to that one from Kylanen. And now we're seeing the blue team step it up a little bit here. The Spartans have looked very good here the past couple minutes. Kylanen, though, it doesn't matter. Bar down off the dime from the red line, and 2-1 for the recycling.
I told you that kid has some really good mechanical skills, and he likes to read the ball well. And offensively, he's just got his eyes peeled for passes, so he's putting them in. 2-1, 1:38 left.
A no doubter there, wide open pass to the middle from red line, and Kylanen, no question about it, bangs it home off the crossbar. Another opportunity here. Communist Cowboy couldn't get it quite back far enough for his teammates to break on it, but now the Spartans trying to get back to equal. Looking like they had an opportunity. Here's another great touch from PH. Past one, he's got an opportunity, an awkward bounce out of the skirt. Can anybody get on the top of it? No, Blaniak won't even. And now a counterattack the other way. What a killer. Pass to the center. Communist Cowboy can't find it with a pre-flip. Kylonen's pass just a little bit too much heat on it, and they couldn't connect. Redline with a 50 over to the left wall. Redline trying to take it away from Way Too Lucky, but just too eager. Communist Cowboy grabs the boost, clears the ball. Pass two. Another touch. PH is there to break it up a little bit, but now time wasting away for the Spartans. They've got to find one more. Way Too Lucky. He's got to make that save. A great pinch off the crossbar. Communist Cowboy slowing it down, taking his time, giving his teammates time to rotate. Past one, delay, past two. PH has the stop. Redline bouncer under the crossbar. Communist Cowboy starts and ends this one. Redline puts it away.
Yeah, he gets a nice aerial. He's spurting that boost there. He's able to get up over the defender, and Redline's able to hammer it home. The mechanical ability of these guys is getting phenomenal at the lower ranks, and this is amazing to watch the game grows.
It really is incredible the difference, because we just saw Prospect in the last one. This is Challenger, literally only one tier higher, but you're entirely correct. The mechanical difference is night and day just from one tier. And I mean, looking at these guys playing and remembering how Challenger used to be when I played in it, it is not the same. Like, granted, tiers and Rocket League MMR's restructuring will change that, but the advancement definitely has come a long way, and only hoping to see that continue. Kylonen will touch that one down. Recycling Bins, a commanding game one win.
Yeah, Kylonen was putting on the offense like I figured he would, and the Recycling Bins played a very good offensive game. I just think the Spartans need to step up a little bit defensively and start putting some into the squares or into the rectangle. So let's see what happens in game two.
Yeah, 10 shots on frame from the Recycling Bins, only 3 for the Spartans. Recycling Bins definitely more in charge of that one than it seems. Way Too Lucky had to stand on his head, 4 saves, PH with 2, and then Blaniak just kind of trying to be in the right spots with a shot on frame, but not a whole lot else going for the Spartans there in that game one. Got out to a hot start, but Recycling Bins absolutely took control. I'm sorry, I keep not readying up. I don't mean it, I swear. Just trying to talk about this Rocket League, just trying to do some analysis, and Moose is over here rushing me in my ear, telling me to ready up. Like, we've got a deadline. Like, people don't want to be up until 12:30 listening to me talk about Rocket League. It's fine. I have to get up and go to work tomorrow in the morning, too. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, underway. Game 2. Way Too Lucky trying to get out in front of Kylonen, but it's not going to work in his favor. PH has got to make the read. It won't be... Nobody from the Recycling Bins was ready for that one, just a bounce right back in the middle of the field. So a little bit of a wasted opportunity to start game 1. Redline with a massive dunk, but it's just off frame. Kylonen's going to take over. Centering here, might kiss the ceiling a little bit. Communist Cowboy has the read, but just turns it into the corner. Good boost steal at least. Blaniak loses control of that one, but PH bails him out. Kylonen back onto the backboard. Blaniak not 100% sure. A fantastic clear from Lucky there. Redline will drop this one and might go straight in, but Way Too Lucky takes it away. And already we're seeing the Recycling Bins off to a blistering start here in game 2.
Yeah, that was a nice outlet pass there from Way Too Lucky. Got it out to the left-hand side, and they're able to put some pressure, offensive pressure on their own onto this Recycling Bins team. Got a shot on goal. Way Too Lucky going to take over, puts it up toward the middle. Communist Cowboy clears it outside. Redline trying to follow this with 50 back toward the left-hand corner. Blaniak puts it back toward the middle. Redline with a big clear. Way Too Lucky up for the save. PH going to take over on the wall. Top for the middle. Kylonen puts it over Way Too Lucky's head. It's off the back wall. It's a nice save right there. PH going to rush this one down. Got to catch Redline on the corner. Way Too Lucky. Blaniak's going to have to make a touch here in the corner. Puts it out. Uh-oh, this is dangerous. Redline with a touch. Touch back toward the corner. Can you get another one? Way Too Lucky puts it back out. Communist Cowboy up against the back wall. It out. Kylonen still putting on the offensive pressure. Blaniak and PH with a 1-2. He's able to put it back. Way Too Lucky with a rare miss there by him. And Blaniak with a nice 50 back toward the back wall. I see a lot of 50 mid-game play going on right here, Hud. So the game has changed. The games have changed.
They absolutely have a little bit more respect. Just like that, the Laniak will be on the end of PH's pass. You're absolutely right. They've been meeting each other a lot more in the midfield, but Kailanen just getting caught flat-footed. Communist Cowboy can't get up in time. And 1-0 now for the Spartans, finally in the lead. Currently running right now, there's a prediction in the chat. That's your channel points to guess who is going to win this here game 2. When the prediction started, it was 0-0, but you know, looking a little bit different now. If that'll sway your vote, then so be it. But the recycling bins are going to do their best. Kailanen's shot just off target. Communist Cowboy's got to follow. PH saves it away again. Redline's going to keep it dangerous. Communist Cowboy up, way too lucky with the save off the backboard. Kailanen thought about jumping for that one, smartly turned away. Another double commit's going to come out here, though. Both Kailanen and Communist Cowboy bailing out. Redline's pass over to the other side. Kailanen had to go all the way back for boost, so a little bit of a waste pass there. Fake challenge from Blaniak's going to open things up. Way too lucky, puts it over to the sidewall, chasing this one high, but Redline will beat him to it. PH centering ball, Blaniak crashing in, shot is high, not quite the power he wanted, but still dangerous, forces out a double commit as well, and now counterattack the other way is the shot on target. Drop in, and now tied 1-1. Communist Cowboy the long range snipe. And a minute 50 left, we're tied up.
Yeah, there's a lot of offensive pressure there, and sometimes that's what happens. One will sneak by, and the guy will get a good clear, and it goes all the way down and scores in the other goal. And it's just like one of those things where you put the pin in the blue, and it just goes out. There, just leaves. So let's see what happens. 1-1, 1:49 left.
Kailanen not able to find that touch. Blaniak and PH both trying to figure out who's going for it. Off the backboard, Blaniak is there. Shot is on frame, but Kailanen, great rotation to save it away. Lucky's going to keep this one in. Kailanen grabs the boost. A dangerous touch there, though, but Redline will have it saved. PH bangs this one off the ceiling. Maybe just barely touches it, but I know Lucky was waiting downfield. Couldn't find it. Redline will have to clear the other way. Still with it, passing it down. Shot is on target, but saved by Blaniak. Another shot from Communist Cowboy here, but Lucky has the clear. PH looking to try to get this one past, but Kailanen has it way too. Had to make that very critical. Nice way to slow that one down, let the defense take shape behind him again. Communist Cowboy with the catch, one touch over one. Nice touch there from Lucky to steer that one wide. PH has the touch over one. Redline's last man now. Teammates have no boost on their way back, so he's got to make something happen. He does, slows it down just enough. We maintain a 1 goal for each team here, 1 goal tie. A touch there from Communist Cowboy as the words come out of my mouth. And I can never remember which team is which. The recycling bins take the lead here, 45 seconds left in game 2.
Yeah, HUD's got the cursor cast going. He starts talking about goals, and all of a sudden one gets scored. That was a nice tight air roll into the left-hand corner for... Did I say that?
You might have said cursor cast, but you know nobody else can hear him, so he's just snickering in your ear right now, and nobody else can hear it. It's just him.
Yeah. Hey, they both work on mold. Leave me alone.
I'm sure everybody in chat knew what you were talking about. So, but you were correct. Oh, we have a disconnect there. It looks like Communist Cowboy might have had a DC, but at this point it is too late for us to do anything about it. Kailanen, way too lucky, finally finds that one. Kailanen stretched out for the save, but couldn't get it. But we, unfortunately, have to play the rest of this one out, so the result's going to stand regardless. Communist Cowboy is back. Good. Hate to see somebody lose because they're short a man, but I'm glad that he's back. Last 16 seconds of this one, see if we're going to see overtime for the first time tonight. Blaniak's going to try to guide this one into the corner. Can't get it past Communist Cowboy, but PH will have to save away. One more opportunity downfield. PH passes it to the center to Lucky. Lucky's going to have it off the backboard. Did somebody find this read? It'll be saved away by Communist Cowboy, and we will see our first overtime here in game number 2. Been a pretty even showing, and you got to think that maybe if Communist Cowboy doesn't DC, that the Spartans are still in the lead. But you know, recycling bins have to find one more now to take this win.
It'll be interesting to see if they can bounce back from that. Sometimes that can hurt.
Can definitely be demoralizing to be that close and then, you know, drop a goal because you're a man short. They came really close to not even dropping a goal while they were down a man. Kailanen's dunked almost on target. Good demo there. Opportunity coming out now for the recycling bins. A pass middle here. Communist Cowboy with a little bit of a backflip, just trying to get out of the way. Kailanen's going to keep it in. PH touches this one back towards his own goal. Dangerous here. Kailanen's quick to it, and he ices that one. 3-2. Recycling bins take game 2.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate read right there. It was touchy. It was a rough hit by PH, and he's able to put it in the air for Kailanen, and he was able to read that and put it in. So we got a 3-2 after 52 seconds of overtime. HUD. That was a well-played game by both teams, and unfortunately, or fortunately, the recycling bins were up when that other goal was scored. Correct?
They were up 2-1, and then Spartans scored the equalizer. Communist
So
was out of the lobby.
The Rocket League gods have helped them out tonight.
They smiled upon the recycling bins there in game 2 for sure. Communist Cowboy, even being out of the lobby for like 20 seconds, still manages to hold on to that MVP. A very even showing from the recycling bins, and even on the Spartan side, it really wasn't too uneven, unbalanced from them as well. Relatively even numbers as far as shots go. 8 shots for the recycling bins, 6 to Spartans, and a very even game, obviously going all the way to overtime there. Considerably different than what we saw in game number 1. Kailanen not popping off quite as much, but finding that dagger in overtime. He's so much quicker than everybody else on the field. He's been first to so many things, and it absolutely has to be an asset on the offensive side for recycling.
HUD, I see a substitution here. Sash Malone's going to come in for Communist Cowboy. I think maybe he was having some internet problems.
It's potential internet problems, Rocket League being dumb. You never know. I know some people were having power issues in some of the southern parts of the country, so it could be some considerations with weather going on there as well. But
I know it was 85 here in Orlando today, so we're not having any issues.
Not snowing on you. I think it is currently, it was like icing or sleeting or something here in Pennsylvania. I know Texas has gotten some snow that they were not prepared for, which is one of the reasons why some people didn't play, my team included, tonight, because of just some implications of, people not having power because they had stuff get knocked out by the snow. So hopefully everybody is good. Everybody's staying safe. I know that the weather can do some weird things sometimes. You don't always expect it in February, but we're going to get underway here in game number 3. Satch Malone rocketing himself at that first kickoff, almost getting it past the other player, but just not quite there. Satch Malone's shot is going to be past one, but Blaniak will have the save away. Gets it past Kailanen as well. Redline will have the 50 and keep it in the blue half. Another touch from Redline, 50 all the way across. PH trying to get up to this one first. He will get it past Satch Malone. Redline and Kailanen both up. The double commit isn't quite enough. Redline has one more. Blaniak can't find the second save, and 1-0 now for the recycling bins.
Yeah, the Sovereigns found some offensive pressure here, and Redline was able to squeeze that one up over. And Blaniak just wasn't able to get back to that second save. 4:32 left, 1-0.
Jumping up from flat-footed like that, no momentum, definitely not the best place to be as a defender. Satch Malone again trying to get that quick kickoff, and can be a dangerous thing if you don't get it on. Oh, what a nice shot from Redline. I thought it was in. He picked that corner, but just wide. Such great power on that one. An opportunity here. Redline finds it. 2-0 now for the recycling.
Blaniak standing still again. He's trying to get up and to defend Kailanen off there. Redline's able to make the read and be able to put that one in the hole. 2-0, 4:19 left.
So quick to that one. It was Redline doing a great job of being the striker for his team here in game number 3. Satch Malone's going to put this one high off the backboard. Kailanen will turn to be his second man, trying to get the chip. What a flick from Kailanen, and recycling bins are running away with game number 3.
Yeah, Satch was able to get that up off the defender, and then Kailanen was able to put that on his hood and flick right up over the defender. 3-0 for 10 left. We got a different game here, HUD.
It has definitely been a different story so far. We've got 50 seconds left, and the recycling bins have already scored 3 times. Still a ton of time left here in this game for the Spartans to be able to put something together, but they haven't really had the opportunity to even look at the orange half of the field, let alone score a goal. This is the longest that the ball has been in the orange half so far here in game number 3, and Kailanen's going to try to do his best to do something about that. Off the backboard here, dangerous. Redline has the save. Kailanen was rotating on ball there, stole that corner boost, so Redline got that mid one. Not going to be the first one to this one. Kylonen will put it into the corner, bouncing out mid. Satch Malone beaten to that one by PH, and it'll be a counterattack the other way. Past one, Kylonen turns it back around. Blaniak pounds this one into the orange zone. Redline will send it right back to where it came from. Lucky caught underneath this one, a little awkward. Satch Malone passing this one. Kylonen a beat to that one by his teammate Redline, and a 4-goal lead now for the Recycling.
Yeah, an unfortunate read by Lucky. He was trying to read that, and it puts a defender in a bad position to try to make the angle for the save, and they're able to carry it up over into the goal. 3:18 left, 4-0.
Running away with this one are the Recycling Bins. I don't know if the Spartans have one shot on goal so far. They only have 2 saves. Kylonen's going to pour it on again. And shooting 100% on this game is Kylonen. He's got 2 shots, 2 goals, a 5-goal lead for the Recycling Bins.
Yeah, Blaniak sitting there off the kickoff. He's low on boost. He's trying to get back to the ball and just can't make the read. And there's just not enough boost in the tank to make it clear. Unfortunately, Kylonen was able to put it in the goal. 5-0.
It has not a great look so far. Team bumps right under the bar from Kylonen for ripping that one in. Still shooting 100%. 3 goals, and I don't know if there's an end to this for the Spartans. They've got to find something, but we've only played 2 minutes, and Recycling Bins have scored 6 times.
Yeah, I heard the can open up, and I think there's a little whooping going on right now. 6-0, 3-0, 6 left, and this is shaping up to be a one-sided third game.
If you're the Spartans, you've just got to be trying to find something to turn this momentum around. Looking forward to game number 4. 6 goals isn't insurmountable. Here's an opportunity for Lucky, but Kylonen couldn't find it. They'll find a goal on the board, and sometimes that's just what you need. Even if you're not going to be able to win this one, you can kind of reset your mentality, get ready for the next game, because they got one more to play after this.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep up your pressure and stay with your game plan. I mean, it's either going to work or it isn't. You got to just stay effective with all your shots and your hits and try to make good touches. Even though you're down by 5, I mean, no game is over until the clock goes 0.
All zeros on the clock. Paul's going to touch down. Kylonen's going to secure the Brazil 7-1 now. And just the speed, like we were saying earlier, Strutt, is unmatched from Kylonen. Nobody's able to stay with this man, and he is all over the pitch here in game number 3. But even then, he's still second on his team because Redline's got 3 goals to his name as well.
Yeah, Satch was able to make a bump in the goal there and was able to open it up for Kylonen to put it into the goal. They definitely have some offensive pressure that can't be matched. Satch just puts one in. And like you said before, we're just going to have to go back to the drawing board and figure out game 4. Because I think this one is at a point where it may not be returnable.
It's not looking like it. It's looking like 2 very different teams, 2 very differently matched teams, and that's not what we've seen for the first 2 games. I think that it was pretty even through games 1 and 2, even though Recycling Bins have taken both of them. They weren't this lopsided by any stretch. Blaniak's going to try to take this one. He will have to turn another goal on the board for the Spartans, which is what you want to see. But definitely still a lot to do here if they want to turn this around in this game and the next game.
Yeah, he's able to nicely pick that up on his hood and put it on top and get a nice little flick into the goal. It is 8-2, 2:16 left. I think they're trying to work the bugs out for game 4 and make things happen for this back strong.
Yeah, just relax a little bit here in this one. Realize that it's out of your hands. Try to, just get the mentality set back up so that way you can approach game 4 and not be not be, stressed out about the fact that this one didn't go your way. They're trying to find a little bit more offense, but just not able to get on top of it. Kylonen was up super early to that one. Satch Malone will have to clear. Blaniak didn't get the touch there, so way too lucky. He's got to chase that one back in. Satch Malone centering off the corner. PH has the touch away. Kylonen keeps this one in. Blaniak's touch down. Dangerous to Kylonen. The shot is wide, but Redline's there to clean it up. Redline, pardon me, is there to clean it up. And a 7-goal lead, 9-2 here for the Recycling Bins.
Yeah, unfortunately, you never like to be on that end of it, and I think we all have been in our time, so we know how it feels. The thing that you can take from this is that, like you said, you're just gonna have to settle down and play game 4 like you did the first 2 games. That's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah, forget that this game ever happened. Approach game 4 with a new mentality and just try to, put it out of your brain. You got to be like the reliever in baseball who, you know, gives up the home run. You got to forget it, throw the next pitch, and move on.
Correct.
But we'll have to see if these guys have what that takes, because a 7-goal drubbing right now is what we're seeing from the recycling bins. Kailanen with the demo on the backside. Satch Malone's going to try to tuck that one underneath, and he won't find it. Kailanen's going to keep this one middle. A nice unintentional team bump there. If that was from an orange player, it would have been nice and calculated. Blaniak clearing his own teammate out of the goal. And just nothing really coming out of any offensive opportunities for the Spartans. Way Too Lucky's going to touch this one high. PH will be up, trying to find a shot, but it'll be soft. Redline has the save. Kailanen was first to that one by a country mile. PH will cut it out at midfield. Grab that boost. 51, trying to find one more touch to the center. Lucky's waiting in support. Kailanen will have the touch away, and an open goal on the other end. Blaniak will have the turn away. PH trying to bang this one downfield, doesn't get the handle, ran out of boost. Satch Malone will turn it the other direction. Kailanen looking for the redirect there. One more touch off the corner. Satch Malone's there, saved away by Lucky, keeping this one 9-2. We'll redline one more opportunity here. Blaniak will touch it past Satch Malone. Kailanen keeping it in. 3 seconds left. One more chance, and that one will do it. Game number 3, just domination from the recycling bins all the way throughout game number 3.
Yeah, they were certainly reading each other like really, really well, and they did a lot of good things. Satchmo came in and not to take anything away from Communist Cowboy, but he made a lot of smart touches and was able to free up some space for Kailanen and was able to do the damage that he was able to do. So game 4, that's, you know, clear your head, you know, wipe your brow and get back at it. That's what we got to do.
18 shots from the recycling bins, a offensive clinic from them there, but we saw the Spartans play them very closely in games 1 and 2. We know that they're capable of doing it. We know that these teams are evenly matched, but they've just got to shore up those defensive rotations. It's not even necessarily being quicker to the ball than Redline or Kailanen, because especially with Kailanen, I don't know if that's really in the cards because he's just so fast. You just got to make sure that you're not committing his last man. You got to make sure that you've got your backup behind you and that everybody's rotating and where they're supposed to be, and then that defense will lead to more offense. They've just got to make sure that they're not getting absolutely pounded like they did there in that game number 3. They've got one more. They've got to secure a win to avoid the sweep, as the recycling bins have won all 3 so far. So let's see if the Spartans have what it takes to bounce back here in game number 4. PH and Redline will be together at the kickoff. We'll go straight to Satch Malone. Clears it across, but Way Too Lucky will continue that one into the corner. Chasing this one up high. Kailanen has the touch, but only as far as PH. He's going to bang it right back into the ceiling. Satch Malone's going to keep it over here in the blue half. Blaniak touches that one down. Redline shot is high. Satch Malone's going to circle around, have the 50 on Way Too Lucky. Dangerous bounce off the ceiling there. Redline shot will be wide. PH clears this one away. Redline with the boost steal, looking for one more touch maybe. Too Lucky will take that one away. Kailanen trying to slow that one down, ends up missing entirely. Blaniak quickly to that one. PH tries to get it around one, and they will, but Kailanen will have the save. Way Too Lucky stretching out for that one. It's going to be dangerous. Kailanen's touch, no doubt, or PH can't find it, and this is what you don't want to do if you're the Spartans. You don't want to get out ahead of yourself like Way Too Lucky is there, overextending for the challenge, and the recycling bins on the board early.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate double commit there by the team, and left PH back in the goal by himself. And Kailanen with his offensive prowess, he's just too good to leave on 1v1.
He's not going to let those ones get past him, that is for sure. Another opportunity for him here. So many touches on the backboard, but saved away. A nice touch from PH there up on the backboard. Redline up to the task to clear that one into the corner safely. Kailanen clears that one high on the 50. PH is up, puts it right back. Redline was ready for that one the entire way. Satch Malone trying to find one more. Gets it past them. Kailanen is there. Tap in goal, 2-0 for the recycling bin.
Yeah, that was a really nice touch by Satch Malone up against the back wall. He's able to get that up underneath the defender, and Kailanen was able to just read that and squish it into the left-hand side there. 2-0, 3:45 left.
Looking very, very easy for the recycling bins these last 2 games. It has not been a whole lot by way of offense for the Spartans, so the recycling bins have just kind of had free reign. A nice turnaround by Blaniak there, but Way Too Lucky just sitting a little bit too far back to be able to come up and shoot. Blaniak touches that one down. Kailanen will be first there. Bouncing this back into the center. No shot coming. Looked like Lucky might have gotten bumped around there, and just PH was waiting to see what would come out of it. So good way to not overextend. Redline's going to put this one back on. Blaniak with the doink clear. Kailanen's going to be first to this one, just going to guide it into the corner. Grab that 100 boost. Lucky won't find it. Kailanen won't find it. PH puts this one into the corner. Past one. Satch alone waiting. Blaniak to just wait back and see what comes out of this. But now on the counterattack are the recycling bins. Blaniak a good clear off the backboard. Satch Malone to that one so quickly, 50ing it off of the top of way too lucky. PH touches it right back towards him. Redline can't find the 50, so it's going to stay with PH. An opportunity now. Blaniak doesn't find the touch. Counterattack is on. Satch Malone's shot is high. Kailanen doesn't have it, and neither does Satch Malone. But fortunately for the recycling bins, the counterattack for the Spartans never gets going. Kailanen up, trying to do something there. Maybe extending for that one, putting himself out of position, but nothing's going to happen because of it for the Spartans, so we just stay with the recycling bins. But the offense for the recycling bins has definitely stalled out here in the past couple minutes.
Yeah, it certainly has. They haven't been able to put anything up the middle or near the net. What I do see happening is there's a lot of 50 situations that the Sovereign need to win, and they're not winning the 50s, and also there's somebody ready to take the shot. They got to make some changes, and they need to make some quick 151.
They've got to make them, because if Kailanen scores that one again, it might be out of reach, but a nice touch by Lucky. That was my power just flickering. That's not good, but fortunately I have my computer on a battery backup, so we're still going. If I stop talking for a little bit, Strutt, it's because I've disconnected, so just be aware of that. Nah, I mean, you all know what I think of all of you. It's fine. Opportunity here now. PH is going to touch it off the backboard. Kailanen got another touch on that one. What a read from PH, but saved away. Not for lack of trying is the fact that this is still 2-0 in favor of the recycling bins. But just as the offense has been really great for the recycling bins, their defense has been unbreakable here in game number 4.
Yeah, the Sovereign, they're putting on a lot better offensive pressure than they were in the third game, obviously, but they still need to find the net, and they got 52 seconds to do it. And I don't know that we're going to see that. So hopefully they're able to put some in, but the defense, like you said, is just too much from the bins.
I don't know if we're going to see it without the bins scoring at least one more. Kailanen's got an opportunity here. Goal's pretty open. He's going to opt for the pass instead of the shot. Lucky's has the clear, and Kailanen somehow manages to find a way to put this in the goal. A doink right in the center of the box, and now a 3-goal lead for the recycling bins.
Yeah, he sees that pass coming up the middle into the box, and he takes that little cheeky back flip and is able to squeeze it in there. 3-0, 29 seconds left.
Goal was probably going to go in anyways because Kailanen had a great bump on the last man, but he gets the doink just for good measure. 30 seconds left here. Can the Spartans find the miracle comeback, or will it be another dominant victory for the recycling bins? Leaning towards the recycling bins, just by the way that this is looking. 10 seconds left. Blaniak can't find another touch. Lucky was there, but red line was much quicker. Being bullied in the back of the net. Lucky and Kailanen stuck together, but it won't matter. Recycling bins secure the sweep and leave tonight 4 wins richer. Spartans not able to put it together after getting smacked in game 3, and they played game 1 and 2 pretty close, but recycling bins absolutely in control of all 4 games tonight.